Life doesn't come with a grading rubric.
Unmarked is an open conversation between two international teachers meddling through their life, love, and purpose far from home.
No edits,
No filters.
this is Unmarked.
Hello, guys. Welcome back to Unmarked episode 10. We're back.
It's currently the end of January. I can't believe how fast time flies.
I'm so happy it's the end of January. I'm genuinely so happy to see you, and I missed you so
okay,
much.
cheers to that.
Cheers.
And we have coffee as usual.
Nothing changes in this regard. Yeah. Hi.
How was your journey back to Mongolia?
We've been away for almost 1 month.
Yeah.
1 month sharp.
Yeah.
My journey back was crazy because both of us, we came to Southeast Asia, which is right now plus 28, 30 degrees.
Yeah.
And as you can judge by our outfits, right now here is negative 32-ish. So it was tough for me. For you, girl.
Yeah, I came back midnight and it was the coldest night of the week. So
Lucky her.
I was shocked when I saw that the temperature app in my phone, it says negative 41.
I thought it was a glitch because you posted that on Instagram and I was like, no,
Yeah.
it can't be real.
And I can't change that because the Instagram temperature is fixed. I'm like, geez, it's actually negative 41 and the real feel was 50. And I flew from Singapore, so it was 32.
And humid.
Yeah.
And then you come back and it's like dry.
Yeah. So that's what, 80-degree difference.
My flight was horrible. I had to fly first to Jakarta. Then I spent the night in Jakarta, but I had some business to do there. And then I had a layover in Singapore. And then I had a layover in Beijing. And then when I arrived in Beijing, I felt the cold, but it was like -9.
Okay. Manageable cold.
Manageable. And when I was going to my gate, I saw a bunch of Mongolians and I'm like, oh, welcome home.
Yeah, when I head to the right terminal, in the bus itself, I started hearing this language and I'm like, Mongolians. Yeah, I'm going home.
Semeno.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. And I think now I could recognize the language and the sort of facial features, so I knew that they were Mongolians.
Yeah.
But it
Me
was
too.
horrible for me as well.
The
The
trip?
check-in was really slow.
Which, when you were telling me about your trip, actually I was a little bit jealous because it was like, oh, she has a direct flight.
Yeah. So it's a family thing that we had to do. Saturday morning, we left home at 3 a.m. So it was already a rough start. But it was a happy thing. We went up to the capital city, KL, and I had to then fly from KL to Changi to Singapore and take the direct flight. Yeah.
Still jealous, but no, right now, knowing how rough that was, I'm not.
Have you ever seen a luggage getting stuck in the conveyor belt? It was hilarious.
Was it yours?
No.
Oh
it
my
was really
God.
funny. But it caused a luggage delay, so I had to rush to catch the next
Shoot.
flight. Yeah.
Oh. We are back and we are refreshed and rested. How do you feel? How are you?
I'm very excited actually for the new year.
That's the first year when I feel it's a new season for me. But at the same time, I was trying to understand what are my feelings right now. And I feel place lagged, not jet lagged, but place lagged. Because I've spent almost 1 month being in tropical country with my family, which was amazing. That was such a quick shift coming back to the cold area, and I wasn't prepared mentally for that. You told me that you will arrive like the day before work. So I actually worried about you because for me I needed 3 days to kind of understand, okay, I'm in Mongolia right now.
Yeah, the Sunday I was back, it was horrible because I came back to no hot water and then there was absolutely no water at all later.
And you want to tell people what happened?
I came to Nika's place to shower.
That was, but you know what? I really missed you. The moment I heard her knocking at my door, I opened the door and Carol was just like rushing and grabbing me and I was like, oh, I missed that.
Yeah, I think the people make the return easier.
Yeah.
It's a very clean cut between holiday and work for me.
I clearly understood. I felt like, okay, enough. I want to go back. I feel rested. I recharged.
My brain couldn't decide between having a holiday and working. I think generally I am happier when I'm working and being productive. That says a lot about me. Hey.
Yeah. I felt that I don't feel very much productive just being on a holiday. And so I was trying to find something to do. And then obviously when you are on vacation, it's you who are doing extreme sport. I just spent the time with my fam. So I really didn't feel 100% okay not doing anything. Let me just be busy.
I've mentioned before that I always fill my breaks up with things that I can do. I almost feel like whenever I return here, it's rest for my body.
Yes.
And look at the tan that I have right now.
I love it so much. Every time she comes back, she's like super tanned.
Yes, and then I leave and then I get paler because of the winter.
Shall we tell people that we actually had a plan to have this episode about this topic in Malaysia? We planned to meet, we wanted to record in the beach, and we wanted to make it special, but it didn't work. We're gonna do this when we're back with memories.
everything
Yeah,
that
yeah,
has
yeah.
happened.
And then we'll just unpack it here.
Yeah.
Right?
And let's leave that for summer because maybe
Yes.
I could visit Cambodia as well. I
Yeah.
haven't been there.
Today's episode will be about traveling.
Yes.
And our perspectives. And I think, if not now, but you kind of picked up that me and Carol, we are pretty much opposite in terms of everything.
And yeah, not only traveling,
not
but
not
a lot
only
of things.
traveling, but like a lot of things, which I love.
Yeah.
But anyways, stop yapping, Nika, and let's turn to the topic.
Yeah, so for Marked, we figured that we could talk about our first week back in school. And then in the unmarked section, that's when all the fun stuff are.
Get ready. Buckle
Yeah.
up. I wanted to say
Buckle up,
that.
yes.
Buckle up. All right. So,
What have you done with your class in
with
the
my
first
class.
week?
So for me, the first day was very slow, even though I have very busy Monday. I decided, no, we're just gonna unpack it slowly and just spend time together. I want to see my kids. I want to hug them and like hear the stories. That's it. How about you? What did you do?
For my class, they are so energetic and I think they're very ready for school, but it's just getting them back to the routine. So we actually spent the first hour setting goals, which I was surprised they enjoyed that. So now they have those on their lockers.
Which is very cute. I think they genuinely, for them, 1 month holiday is a lot
Yeah.
as for kids. Because I think as a kid, for you, time moves different.
Yeah.
So I think they missed you, they missed the routine, they missed everything about school. And like starting with setting goals, oh my God, this is so much, Carol. Genuinely, for me, I didn't have a lot of my troublemakers and my yappers back yet. So we really had slow start. My body's there, but I don't think mentally I'm there.
The first day was tough and it's still difficult to drag myself out of bed when it's cold.
This is the worst. And I want to sleep more here.
Yeah, I,
don't
think
know
because
why.
it's dark and it's
Yeah.
cold. And
Oh, we should mention about the electricity outage.
yeah.
This is horrible. I wasn't prepared for. No
Yeah.
one told me about that. But you want to tell
think-
about that?
On Wednesday, we went to school and the power was out. It was pitch black.
And you know that I come to school early. So I came there 7 a.m., turn on my lights, brew my coffee, everything's good, enjoying the morning. And then the moment it goes dark, and luckily I have my lights with the batteries, and I was like, I really got scared. I was like, what am I supposed to do now?
It was a really fun morning. The students enjoyed it more than we do.
One student came with the torch,
Yeah.
which was so cute.
It's novelty for them, you know, it's something new. So they enjoy that. But I hear that there was something wrong with one of the power plants and hopefully it's going to get better.
Because it's not just that electricity goes off, it's the heating. And this is for me the worst problem because right now is the coldest weeks in Mongolia when it reaches negative 40, like you
Yeah.
said.
It's getting better, and today it's sunny, so
Yeah, it's
a
a
nice
really
day.
nice weather. I have a question, Carol. When we talk about traveling and obviously when we are teaching internationally, what do you think? How does the teaching and how do students make you either change your point of view about the country you're in, or do you think it even like matters? Does it influence somehow?
Well, I think listening to the language really brings me to a different space. Like I know that I'm geographically in a different location, but what I've realized is that kids are kids, actually. So wherever you are, some methods would work, some methods don't. They will act like kids. It's roughly the same.
But do you think it kind of is it different to you? Does it change anything about the way you see world, the way you see, I don't know, place around you?
I think I gain more through the daily interactions with the outside world rather
Yeah.
than in school. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, but because also we work with the age of students who don't really have much to share about like their life outside school, right? But what I really noticed is that this shift, obviously we're teaching in a private school, right? So a lot of students, they went to Vietnam, they went to Singapore, they went to Indonesia for the months. And well, kids in public schools, they are not able to do so. So I think this is something that makes it different in our perspective. Like when I was a student myself, we also had winters, but we would never go for a month to Bali. This is different for me.
For me, I think dealing with colleagues, that's when you have a better gauge of how fast the pace is or how slow the pace is. But I realized that in Mongolia, the pace is roughly the same as Malaysia. So people are relatively chill. We work with our timeline. So you just have to have some space and some grace with everyone. And it's
Yeah.
quite nice though, to be
Yeah.
honest.
I was really happy to come back to work and see some colleagues.
Yeah. I feel like even though it's difficult to drag ourselves there, once we're there, at least for me, I was so excited. And because your mind is fresh, you have new solutions to old problems.
Ooh, I love that.
Yeah.
It's just important generally to have breaks, to have a clean, fresh start, and then just come back. For us, it's important to have this break where we basically have distance from all of these troubles, all of these little things. And then when we come back, we are refreshed. And then we can see, as you said, at the old problems with the new perspective.
Yeah. I would liken it to sprints rather than a long distance run. Because whenever the term starts, it's like a sprint.
Yes.
And then it takes a lot of mental and emotional resources from you.
Yeah.
And then you have time to rest. And then it's another sprint.
But do you feel rushed right now? Because it's
No.
term 3 started. I noticed too, I think, because we prepared everything
beforehand.
Before we left. That is the best thing people can do.
Yeah.
So if you're a teacher, do so.
Yeah, prepare for your first day or
Yeah.
first few days back.
I prepared literally everything, printing, like everything was labeled. So when I came back, everything was on the space and I just had to take the right folder basically.
I was talking to my family and some friends, and I realized that I think I have the best job in the world.
Yes.
Which job would grant you so many days off?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would rather do this.
I realized that too. There was a rough path for me last term when I was questioning myself whether I'm really in the right place right now and whether I want to keep on doing that. But right now, I want to keep on doing that for as long as I can.
Yep. Okay. And I guess
It's
it's time to head to Unmarked.
Yay!
Yeah, where we chat about our traveling preferences.
Yes. Stay tuned.
This is Unmarked.
Hello again to our unmarked section.
Yay.
Yay! So here we will chat about our traveling preferences, some essentials that we have to carry with us. But the very first question I have, let's bring all of you to the airport where traveling begins, right?
You're such a teacher right now.
Okay, so imagine you're in the airport with all your luggages. What do airports mean to you? Is it a happy place, a bad place?
For a very long time, I didn't like airports because it's always a sad place for me where I have to leave my partner or my family. I would always go somewhere alone, and I hated that. But it changed because I think my perspective changed, that I would always try to seek this validation. I would always try to seek home. So for me, it always felt like I'm leaving my heart in all of these places, and like then I'm sobbing on the aircraft, and I hated that because it's usually long flights.
Yeah.
Now it's changed because now my perspective is that it's just my place. Also, airports, such a weird place because there is no time.
A place where
Yeah.
time never runs.
Yeah, and I love it. How about you?
I think airports are a place of excitement and hope for me because it's like, ooh, what's next? As a child, we traveled more locally with cars. So whenever we go to an airport, like that's a bigger trip,
That's
right?
like a big thing.
Yes.
Okay.
So it's very exciting. And even as an adult, I still find airports to be, a place of excitement. It's buzzing with energy. You could be anywhere.
Are you stressed in the airports?
I used to be a little bit intimidated by how big and foreign airports are. But I realized that all you need is your accommodation sorted out, some cash, and a way to get to your accommodation.
How you
and
get
your
there?
phone Wi-Fi.
Do you do roaming for your phone when you go traveling?
I like eSIMs right
Okay.
now. Yeah.
I really love to people pick when I'm in the airport because this is the place when you see so many strangers. And I like to think about that in the idea that each of them, all of these people you see from different countries, from different parts of the world, maybe from places I even haven't heard about. And they all have stories. They all have family dramas. They all have loss. And you know what I'm trying to say? Like, it's just amazing. I like to wear headphones and I'm just walking around and like romanticizing everything. Oh, I love it.
Oh my gosh, I'm the total opposite. I see traveling and commuting as a time for me. So I actually love it because I don't have to give myself an excuse to say just read or journal or just think and be in my head. I'm like, that's time for me.
That's what I said.
So a big dinosaur can walk past me. I wouldn't see it because I
Okay,
would be jotting something down.
here I have something. Airport crush. You know, when you were like meeting someone, I mean, not meeting, but you see people
someone.
and then you immediately start fantasizing like, oh, what a story would that be? You know, like you don't have that, right? Because you are
my
too
eyes
involved.
are somewhere else.
Oh, Carol. I love it. You know, even when you're like not looking for anyone, I would still be like, ooh, this guy is cute. Or, ooh, this one is cute. If someone is sitting next to you on the plane, I was like, ooh, there might be some stuff. But no, it never happened.
I'll be like, why am I heading to this destination? What do I want to achieve?
My
Like,
God. We are so opposite. But I love it.
So I
really
turned
love it.
inwards even more in the
Yeah.
airport. When we were at the airport together, it was
Oh my God.
hilarious. So fall break, we had the same transit at which airport? Hong Kong.
Yeah.
When we met, the way we dressed and the way we appear in the airport, it was hilarious.
In what regard?
I was tanned.
Yes.
I had a backpack on me.
Yes.
I had yoga pants and a random t-shirt. Full backpacker mood.
Yeah. She looked like as if she went backpacking for 2 weeks. Yeah, but in a good way.
To be
Yeah.
fair, I just had a 30-hour journey, so yeah. Then-
Usually, I'm like that too. Because if it's a long journey, I want to be comfortable. I don't care how I look like. But that trip, it was an exception, to be honest. Yeah, because it was a relatively short trip.
Okay.
I like the idea how different we still looked and how different we packed. Because
She was there with nicely done hair, pretty clothes, and her pretty bag. And I'm like, yeah!
but okay,
No, it was nice.
it was.
Yeah.
I want to travel together.
Yeah. Nothing will distance us. We were still yapping away.
Oh yeah. Look, it was hilarious. We were talking about this earlier, right? You know those Bali retreats where you should be silent? I told Carol, if we want to do that, we should not be together.
Yeah, that's
because
the one trip we can never do together.
they will kick us out the first minute because we would start giggling and we
You
would
would start giggling.
Of course I would, and then you would. What is this about? Of course I would start. Anyways, let's not confuse people.
Yikes.
So, traveling.
Well, I've read this somewhere, and it says that you're a culmination of everyone. You're made of tiny pieces of people that you meet along the way. Because someone could say something, and then it changes the way you do something.
I love it.
Yeah, and it's quite cute in a way, because let's say someone says something about the way they listen to music, and then it changes the way you listen to music, right?
Or sometimes I like to look for signs. For example, within this trip, I had a lot of unresolved questions, so to say. I had a cab driver to the airport, and then he just randomly started talking about his life story, and then he said the phrase, and I started thinking like, oh, well, maybe this is the sign I was looking for. But that's me. I think this is what you're trying to say. Like, it just changes something in you, and you
Yeah.
might not understand it now.
Yeah.
Later.
It's just little bits,
Yeah.
you know, that little sprinkles in your life. For example, we had very different breaks, right?
Oh, yeah.
I'm so tan because I spent a lot of time on the beach. I was learning how to surf. So I spent a lot of time in the water. It was an unresolved goal from last year. Yeah, from 2024. So it was a must do for me, no matter how expensive I had to purchase the ticket
Oh, okay.
to go home.
Yeah.
And I met this girl. She's, I think, around your age.
Okay, tell me about that girl.
Yeah, this girl, she is so bubbly and she's just so her. Like, she's very true to herself and she documents everything. She likes to record videos of just her going about her daily life. I asked her, like, why? And she's like, why not? This is the only time you would be doing this, you would be living this life. And she wants to look back at it.
Yeah. I like that because that's the reason why we have social media.
Yeah.
A lot of people think that it's a bit like selfish and putting yourself out there. But for me, that is the way I want to record my life.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The same what you just mentioned.
And I think this year, like, after seeing that, I would want to document more of my life in video format.
Absolutely. That's what I do. And I love it. I think it really shows growth. Because then if you look back, you see, oh, that was a different Carol. That
Yeah.
was a different version of Carol. I love this idea. Keep up. In terms of packing, what are your essentials for, it doesn't matter, solo traveling or just generally traveling?
Something that I will always bring with me at this stage of my traveling is my backpack.
The infamous one. Shall
Yeah.
we? We should make a post. We will make a post. You
Decathlon
should see
should
it.
sponsor me because I love that backpack. I use it for school. Decathlon.
Oh, the French one.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I use that backpack for school, my daily commute, and I use it for my travels as well. It's a perfect bag. I prefer traveling with a backpack because it's lighter and it's easier for me to walk around. I arrived in Beijing this recent trip with my big suitcase, and all of a sudden I didn't know how to travel.
Yeah.
I'm
It
like-
is.
I can't take the train. It's so difficult.
Yeah. I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
Backpacks are easy,
Yeah.
but not for me.
Not for you. Okay.
For me, backpack is like hiking situation. Yeah, then you should have backpack. But in the airport, I still like to be light because I really want to be comfortable in the airport. It's already too much happening. I already have a big suitcase. So for me, my essential is just my small purse. But there, I put like the top essentials. So for me, my top would be 2 pairs of AirPods and headphones. This is something I cannot go traveling without.
Okay. 1 AirPod and 1 earphone.
Yes.
Okay.
Weird.
Wait, but where do you store your laptops if you don't have a backpack?
So if I go for a short trip, I don't take my laptop because I'm like, I don't want to do any work. So if I go, for example, for winter break, I had to take my laptop because we were doing editing and whatever. I put this in my carry-on luggage. So
Also, you bring...
Yeah. But I don't like it because it puts pressure. But the carry-on luggage I have to have when I live in Mongolia because I put my winter jacket in it.
Oh, yeah, okay.
And in case your luggage is lost, which I was in this situation, you want to have at least 1 pair of clothing in your carry-on. You never know what's going to happen. Trust me.
So basically my backpack is
Carry-on.
the carry-on. Yeah.
Okay.
So I stuff my things inside, but I hold my winter coat. So I have a lot of stuff on me.
You maximize it.
Yeah.
You know what I hate? Really don't like? Those carry-on small suitcases that are transportable. The one that you can sit on and ride.
Oh, okay.
And okay, if kids do that, but I saw adults doing that.
Yeah.
This is
It's a
weird.
little bit strange.
It gives me an ick, to be honest. Don't do it.
Yeah, but with essentials, I also have my earbuds and travel adapter. I sort of put it together because it's electronic.
Obviously, power banks,
Yeah.
electronics.
So those are a must
Yes.
just because you need them, right?
Yeah.
What other essentials do you have?
Migraine pills, because I never know when that's going to happen. You had a migraine ever?
No.
So hopefully you will never have, but when it happens, you want to catch it at the early stage when it's going to develop, because if it gets to the climax, you're done. So when you're traveling, I noticed that sometimes because of, different temperatures or stress, I might have migraine, so I need to have one with me.
okay.
So
That
that's
makes
my
sense.
second must. Yours?
A good lip balm and Vaseline.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, but the air is so dry in the aircraft
Yeah.
and in the airport.
Yeah.
So I always have that. And Vaseline's just, it can be used anywhere.
Yeah, it's just a must for everything.
What I realized, with hand cream, when you put it on, it's cold.
Yeah.
But with Vaseline, it's not.
It's
So I
like
like
you
that.
just told me that you should, because I shared that my hands here are dry, and then Carol said, I didn't know that, maybe you also didn't know that you should put cream and
Yeah,
then Vaseline. I will try it.
Yeah.
But I have a question, because for me, balm is also a must. But how do you think, what do you feel about those people, usually girls do that, who do skincare in the aircraft? With the masks and makeup.
If they do it in their little spot and do not encroach into my area, I'm fine. You can do anything.
On the long flights, because this is what was my problem. On the long flights, I would wake up a bit earlier when everyone were still asleep in the aircraft, which is also weird. And I would go to the toilet and I would make myself pretty and brush teeth and wash my face. But then I noticed that a lot of people would be pissed about that. They would be lining up and giving me looks. But I'm like, I just woke up and I'm going to see my family. And I don't want to look like trash. But then I realized, okay, you know what? I'm just going to arrive and then go to the toilet in the airport and do it there.
I prefer that.
Yeah.
Because I have more space.
Yeah.
It's very cramped in the
Okay.
little toilets.
So lip balm is the maximum you can do in the aircraft.
Yeah,
Okay.
lip balm.
Makes sense.
Because I usually brush my teeth and everything in the airport before I board the flight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's very nice if the toilet is clean and
Yeah.
spacious.
Usually it is. But
Changi is good. Again, Changi, you should sponsor us.
Decathlon too. But yeah, I also have mask and a Thai peppermint oil thing.
Oh,
Those sniff things.
I have that too.
Yeah, so it's a must for me that I put on a face mask, and I would drip a little bit of that peppermint oil so that I don't have to smell whatever smell that is in the bus, in the train, or on the plane.
Yeah.
And I sleep so well with that.
Yeah, I just wanted to say I hate the smell in the aircraft.
That's a hack. Try that.
Yeah, definitely. But I just put this on my nose. So living in Southeast Asia taught me that you should always have an oil or balm or anything that smells.
But it burns your skin.
No, does it?
I don't think it's good to apply it straight on your, especially like delicate area here.
Just a little bit. But I would rather, have this burning feeling than smell someone's socks.
Okay,
I'm
that's
sorry,
true.
but this is
No, but
gross.
you could wear a mask and then put it on the mask.
Yeah. Since
But you don't
COVID,
like
I
masks.
really hate masks.
Since COVID, I love it.
Oh, I hate that. It just ruins everything. Makeup and no. And then anyway, I don't want to go there. But I have the same. This is my must too, always. But I generally have balms everywhere.
And something to do on the plane, if there is one thing that I need to have, it's pen and paper.
Oh,
Yeah.
you're these people who are writing something on the... Okay.
Yeah, so I would rather have that than a book or downloaded movies or music. I don't download stuff in my phone. I
Okay.
can do a long haul flight without without entertainment. I'm fine.
Okay.
But I need pen and paper because
And what do you write?
anything, right? You could journal, you could write and create something if you would like to. You can brainstorm, anything.
Okay. In terms of creating, sketching something, okay, I understand. But in terms of journaling, because for me, if I journal, that's the most vulnerable place for me. And I don't feel too much safe and secure doing that in the airport, in the aircraft. Why am I always saying airport? Because I want to be honest, because that's the reason why I do journaling. So you can open app and just journal when you fly.
Yeah.
Oh.
On flights and especially on bus rides, that's even better. Because some bus rides, you get one seat to yourself. Yeah.
Okay.
So it's really nice because that's the time where I don't have to make an excuse for myself for just sitting there and doing nothing.
If you're a therapist, you know what it means.
But yeah, people on the flight, you wouldn't meet them again. So I don't really bother. I'm so inside. Again, if a dinosaur walks by, I wouldn't realize.
Okay. Well, I'm not like that. I would be actually catching everything. I'm so opposite. I love it, to be honest. I would download podcasts, music. You never know how long your traveling will be, so you should have something with you. I would have 2 books with me in case I'm in the mood for that book, this book, whatever. So I'm opposite. I actually feel a little bit weird. So the only time when I don't do any entertainment, if that's the long flight and I want to catch sleep. In this case, I always carry with me melatonin. So for long flights, melatonin is a must. I just take one and then you try to catch sleep. Obviously, it's not perfect, but at least something. But I feel a bit vulnerable in terms of not doing anything because then I'm in my thoughts. I know it's a bad thing. I know what it means. Don't even mention it. But I can't stay with my thoughts all the time.
Okay, so I guess that's what I do then.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you just put this
Yeah.
on paper. But for me, I need to listen to music or podcast or whatever.
Okay. I just realized that I don't really like the outside stimulation because it quietens my inside, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Like it blocks something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At home, the only time where I would listen to podcasts or music is when I'm getting ready in the morning and when I'm mopping the floor.
Yeah. Oh, I love it. But today you told me that you blasted music.
Yeah, I
this
woke
morning.
up and I was in a really good mood because it was sunny outside.
I think it's my influence.
Maybe.
Who knows? Do you have any other essentials?
No, I think those are my baseline essentials. Obviously, bring your passport
Oh
if you
my
need
God.
those. you would be
Yeah.
very screwed without it.
Have you ever been in the situations when you left passport and you'd have to go back?
I hope not.
No, never happened. But, I'm so awkward, so I wouldn't be surprised it would happen one day.
Oh, do you need those neck pillow thingies?
It's funny thing. I always bring one, but I never use it.
Okay.
So it just stays in my carry-on. Because I then, if I'm like getting a little bit sleepy, I don't feel comfortable getting up and taking this pillow, and then it ruins everything. Oh, also, very crucial question. Seat. Where do you sit in the
aisle.
aircraft?
Always.
Always.
Aisle.
Even
Yeah.
if it's a short flight.
Yep.
Okay, for me it's different. Short flight, you sit next to the window.
Okay.
Long flight, always aisle.
Okay. I think, I don't know, maybe my bladder is smaller, but I go to the lavatory a few times in a flight. So I don't want to restrict my water intake just because I can't go to the bathroom.
Lavatory, yeah. For me, it's different. I hate using public toilets. So I want to reduce the amount of times I go to public places. So if I'm flying, if I really need to use the bathroom, I use it in the beginning of the flight when it's still clean. Yeah. But I prefer sitting on the aisle on the long flights because you kind of have more space and more options. I also like long flights because you never know if you're going to get sleep or not. When I can't sleep during long flights, I would go to, you call it kitchen, like the place where they, whatever. And I just chit chat with flight attendants and steal snacks. And if you're nice to them, they would give you something extra. I love it.
Okay, that is a hack.
Yeah.
But I also realized that as solo travelers, one thing I don't like is that you have all this luggage with you when you need to go to the bathroom.
Yeah. This I hate because then you carry everything.
Yeah.
Every time I'm in the airport, it shifted my perspective of how I see it, but I still cannot really wait until I'm not going to travel alone because I think it's just funnier. It's more relaxed. You don't have to carry so many things and worry about so many things. When you're waiting for your boarding, you can take a nap and then someone's going to wake you up saying, oh, we are boarding. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Or someone can go grab coffee for you.
You share the responsibility.
That's why let's travel together. Will you be my...
That would be funny. No, actually in March maybe we would travel together.
Yeah.
But that's like survival mode because it'll be...
That will be Mongolian traveling.
Yeah. That would be fun.
We are not ready for it yet, but we will be. On this note, we're gonna wrap up. We were talking about my favorite topic, and I think I would be traveling, if not all my life, then most of it. Anyways, we're gonna take a little pause, and we will come back to you in the homework section. This is Unmarked. Welcome back. So, traveling. Interesting topic. Do you want to tell something you watched?
Well, it's pretty blown up. The Netflix show People We Meet on Vacation. If you have not watched it yet, I would recommend watching it. It's a very cozy, it's not a very stimulating movie, but it's like a slow burn sort of, you follow the characters through. I think it was a book made into a movie or something like that.
I saw the book.
Yeah, but it touches on how you can have a different identity when you're traveling. So you have Vacation Carol and Work Carol, for example.
Yeah. But is it like vacation romance?
Yeah, of course. Like, it's still romantically themed, but it's a fun watch and it makes you think about how you travel and stuff without giving you too many spoilers.
So, books. I think traveling and generally vacation is the perfect time for reading. So I brought with me one book that I took from here and then one book I bought when I was on my vacation. I haven't finished that yet.
I read a book too, but Nika says it's not
No,
suitable.
Carol, you cannot. Look, this is a torture, the book you read. If you want to torture someone, you would recommend. But you can share.
It's about the history of Mongolia. I was reading that. Okay, fine. You go ahead and...
But okay, look, we
recommend
give you
that.
actually two options right now. I'm sure history of Mongolia is very interesting. To be honest, it is. But that's not something you want to read on vacation. Am I right?
Fair.
Leave a comment.
Okay, to be fair, this is very interesting.
Yeah, so that's the book I bought when I was on my vacation. It's called You're Here by David Nicholls. He's very famous for like light reading. It's about two strangers who don't mess up with my bookmark. It's about two strangers who went on a hike from one coast in UK to another and they didn't know about each other. No! Oh my god! Cheeky. She told me that she's happy to be back because she can be cheeky again.
Oh, yes.
Can I just be serious about that?
Okay.
So it's about two strangers who went on a hike, and I don't know what's gonna happen, but so far they're having deep conversations. Put my book back, please. I'm kidding. Now people think I'm bullying you. Anyways, the book is fun. Read. We recommend you to read.
And to listen?
Okay, so I told Carol, and it's time to confess it here too. Something you might not know about me yet is that I have a husband. His name is Harry Styles. Yes, he doesn't know about me, but it doesn't matter. I'm a big fan of Harry Styles, and he's back to music. He started promoting his new album and stuff. So my favorite song and my favorite album is Fine Line. But the song I recommend that really shows the mood of traveling and vacation is called Canyon Moon by Harry Styles. And everything in that song makes it so much me. There is a line, I'm going home. So even if I'm not going home, I still like to listen to that song because it gives me the idea that one day I will somewhere. Mm-hmm. That's it. You have to listen to it too. I will.
Yeah,
do it
I will. And with that, I guess that is the end of our episode today.
Yes, we are back. We will be back. Mm-hmm. Thank you for listening. Leave us a comment. We do receive emails, by the way.
Yes, we do.
Fun ones.
Yeah. And follow us on our socials.
What's our email, Miss Carol?
unmarked.pod@gmail.com.
unmarked.pod@gmail.com. We will see you next week. This was Nika and
Carol.
And that was
Unmarked.
Bye-bye.
Bye.